When I was in Japan, I just looked in the mirror, I looked at this lump in my belly, and I just closed my eyes and I spoke directly to Spirit. And I said to Spirit, Spirit, use all of your power to completely remove this lump from my body. Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here, and I'm happy to announce a new mini-series, you can say, on my YouTube channel. And this is going to be about healing code stories. So for the very first episode, I'm going to share my own healing code story. And this healing code story begins when I was actually in Japan. It was last spring, in April. And this is when I was just starting to discover my ability with spirit codes. I was doing a lot of inner work, understanding a lot about spirit codes, and I was feeling kind of a urgent situation because something that I didn't really share too much with other people was that there was actually a lump in my abdomen. And I'll actually bring up a picture here so you can see it. Of course, I don't have the most glamorous belly, but it's all about being able to show you this lump here that I had on my belly at that time. I have had this lump on my belly for quite a few years, actually going back into childhood. It was always benign. It was never anything that really harmed me. But it was getting into that point just last spring where it was actually starting to show some irritation. As I was going into deep states of meditation, I was basically getting the impression that that lump is going to have to be removed because it could turn into something cancerous. Because I was able to discover a lot of the healing codes, the spirit light codes within myself, I said, well, you know what, I could either go for surgery and get them to take this out, but instead I'm going to work with spirit. I believe that spirit can help to completely clear this away, whatever it was. I never found the appropriate diagnosis for whatever the lump was, whether it was an abscess or a tumor or anything of that nature. I never went to a doctor to go and find out what it was all about. I was always just getting deeper intuitive information about it. So again, when I was in Japan, I just looked in the mirror, I looked at this lump in my belly, and I just closed my eyes and I spoke directly to Spirit. And I said to Spirit, Spirit, use all of your power to completely remove this lump from my body. Use all of the spirit energy that can be used to completely remove this lump, to dissolve it, to do whatever it needs to be done to clear this lump from my belly. Let it be done, right? So I basically did my spirit code command. Again, I was very, very new to it at the time. The next day, what happened was that I looked in the mirror again, and the area to where the lump was getting beet red. It was as red as a bead. It was getting very, very bright regarding the redness. It's like, oh, well, this is interesting. Something is going on here. So as the days continued to go by, it started to get more brighter red and more brighter red. There wasn't really pain in that way, but I could feel that there was just a lot of heat. It's like if somebody was to take your arm and just start pinching and just holding your arm here while they continue to pinch you. And so you definitely feel a lot of pressure, you feel a lot of heat, but there was really no pain. Then it wasn't until about 4 or 5 weeks afterwards where I could see that the area to where I had the lump, the flesh, the skin, was actually opening up. It was actually like a gaping hole that was coming together. And it was opening itself up, and it opened itself up too much, opened itself up to the point where the lump was actually able to fall right out of the belly. It was very, very strange. But the lump was able to fall out. And I actually got a good look at it before it fell out. It was actually in the bathroom at the time. And it was about this big. It was almost like one of those large multivitamins. It was about that size. It was quite big. And like I said, I was in the bathroom. And it was fully removed from my body. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I have been battling with this thing for, geez, I don't know, 29, 30 years. And now it has finally come out of me, finally come out of the body. And so I basically just put kind of like a large gauze pad and Band-Aid around me just to kind of cover that up. But I was just getting to know, you don't need to do any kind of artificial stuff to it. You don't need to stitch it up or anything of that nature. It's going to close on its own. And so a couple weeks later, the hole that was in my belly started to seal itself up. So here I'll show you a before and an after image. So here's the before and here's the after. Like I said, not a glamorous belly, but I just wanted to illustrate the point here. So like I said, once there was that gaping hole, there was a small gaping hole in my belly. You can actually see it. It was probably about maybe like an inch deep into my belly. And then it started to naturally seal itself up. I was a little bit concerned because like here I am, I'm in no pain whatsoever. The blood is completely drained from that area of the abdomen, from that area of the gaping hole. But here I am just with this small gaping hole in my belly, so I just want to make sure I cover that up and take good care of it, make sure there's no infections or anything of that nature, and everything turned out great. So now it just exists as this little scar. So within a matter of about a span between, I'd say maybe about 7 to 8 weeks, so it was about 4 or 5 weeks after that, then the lump came out, and it was about 2 or 3 weeks about that to where it was starting to seal itself back up again. So within that span of about 2 months, I was able to completely clear away this lump that has been with me, like I said, 28, 29, 30 years, somewhere around there, and being able to clear that up. And this was incredible to me. And it was this very energy that I worked with Spirit to clear out that lump in my belly. That's exactly what's contained in the Healing Code cards. It's that pure Spirit energy. It's that pure Spirit command. And again, from the people that have been giving me testimonials and feedback, they've been encountering a lot of miraculous experiences through the cards themselves. So my goal is to share some of those testimonials and experiences that people have. So if you're watching this video right now, you have the Healing Code cards with you, and you had some really powerful changes taking effect, please contact me because I would like to share your story. You don't have to give me video, you don't have to give me an audio. You can basically just write it out on an email, send it to me, and I would be happy to share your story on the YouTube channel. I already have a few other people who have given testimonials, and I would like to share their story as well too, about the Healing Code cards from what they have shared with me through their testimonials. But I wanted to share this with you because I want to really share with you guys as well the importance of the Healing Code cards and the power of Spirit. And again, it's really when you're able to go very deep within and you make this your entire life, you commit to it, you commit to Spirit, you commit to this energy, it works with you. And this is exactly what I'm teaching my students in the Spirit Ambassador classroom as well too. And this is what I've put together through the body deck of the Healing Code cards. And like I said, this summer I'm going to be working on putting together the mind deck, which is going to help with a lot more additional levels pertaining to the mind, pertaining to emotions, pertaining to addictions and more. So this is really where I'm dedicating a lot of my time and really want to see the Healing Code cards go as far and wide as possible. I would love to see a Healing Code card deck in every single house on the planet. That's really how dedicated I am to try and get this out. But I want to share with you guys again the immense capability of the Healing Code cards because it does contain these advanced Spirit Code commands like what I was able to do to clear away this, I feel, borderline cancerous lump tumor that was within my abdomen within a matter of weeks that I lived with for nearly 30 years, mostly of it being benign, but then feeling like something was trying to come back up pertaining to a cancerous situation. But now it's been cleared out. I'm healthy as an ox, and I'm just really, really happy to share the Healing Code cards with you all because this is a very powerful technology, and I want to see you guys having incredible experiences, just like I've had incredible experiences with the Healing Codes, with working with Spirit through these cards and through all that I'm sharing and teaching through these videos, and of course working with my students in the classroom. So again, thank you very much for tuning into this video, and I'll speak to you again in the next one. Take care, everybody, and may it be well with you. Goodbye. Thank you very much for checking out my channel. Below you'll see my links to social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also go to healingcodecards.com, pick up your own Healing Code Cards body deck, and of course check out my website at newearthteachings.com. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video.